So I already started off with my eyebrows just to save us some time. Now I'm going to go in to prime my eyes, and for that I'm going to be using my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium. So I'm just going to apply this to my lid just a little bit like that, and I'm going to be blending it out with the Sigma F89 brush. So to set the concealer, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm going to go into the banana shade. That is my favorite shade to set. I'm just going to be lightly setting this. So usually for this look, I do use the Kylie Cosmetics, the bronze palette, but today I really want to use my Makeup Forever shadows. So I'm basically going to be using these 3 shades right here on the top. And I will list the numbers like right around here or around here somewhere, because these don't have a name, they just go by the number. So I'm going to be doing that. And what I usually like to do is just sweep it across my my crease, just to give it a little bit more definition. That's basically what I like to do with this look. So I'm taking my Sephora 10 brush. This is the Pro Crease, and I'm going to be taking this light kind of grayish brownish shade right there, and I'm just going to pick a little bit up. So I zoomed you guys in just a little bit more so you can see a little clearer. And what I'm going to do is just sweep this across like this. And it's just going to add a little more definition, more color, and it's going to make you look a little bit more put together without exactly trying. So usually for this look, I just focus on my liner, my eyelashes, and my highlight. That's what I basically want to pop, because I do usually wear like, what are those called? A baseball cap. That's like my go-to when I'm just trying to get ready really fast. I have no time for my hair, so that's what ends up happening. Which I usually try to either straighten or like kind of wave my hair a little bit for the weekend. That way I'm ready to go wherever I need to go. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And like I said, I will have the numbers on the top for you guys. So with this one, since it's a little darker, I do focus it more out here and just bring it into that crease. Just like that, just blend back and forth. Go in circles. So you see, just like that, it gives you a little bit more of a color to your eyes. And I'm just gonna blend it out with this one. I love this brush. This brush is so soft. I made this one a little darker, so I'm just gonna go like that. And just darken this up a little bit just to even it out so I don't look a little crazy. I'm gonna blend it in again. So to highlight my brow bone, I usually use whatever highlighter it is that I'm using that day. So today I'm gonna be trying out the new Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion highlighter, and this is in the number 2. How gorgeous. So I actually went in this weekend to return my Giorgio Armani Luminous Look foundation because it was too light for me, and I just found that it was really cakey. I wore it about 3 to 4 times and it was really looking cakey on my skin. So I ended up returning that one and my Makeup Forever foundation because they didn't have my shade, and I'm just gonna order it online whenever that $25 coupon comes in, because we're gonna be using that. So I'm just waiting for that to come in, and then I'm gonna order my correct shade, and then I'll try it out and see how I like it, because that one I really want, because I love the liquid foundation for Makeup Forever. I am in love with that foundation. That is my favorite foundation. That is my go-to. I'm not going to use it today because I do want to show my Estee Lauder some love, so that's the reason why I'm not using it today. But let's get on to the eyeliner. Okay, so as always, I'm going to go in with my Inglot gel liner, and I'm going to be using my favorite Sigma brush, the EO6 brush. And I'm just going to grab some product and put it in the back of my hand and warm it up. Okay, so when I do my eyeliner, I do have a table right here, and this is where I keep my products as I am filming for you guys. So what I like to do is rest my arm on the table, and I have my mirror right here. So I am like this, literally. And I usually do it where it's magnified, just so I can see what I am doing. I'm gonna move my phone because it's bothering me. Okay. So sometimes I do put both hands on the table, well, both elbows on the table, and sometimes it's easier. It just depends how you get comfortable. And I'm just going to give it a little flick right there, just like that, okay? And then from there, I'm gonna leave some on the top just so that could be like that nice sharp point, and I'm gonna go right there and bring it in. Now it's up to you how thick you want to do this. I usually like to do mine just like a tad thick because I really wanted to show when I have my eyelashes on. Also depending like on the band of your eyelashes, like my band is pretty thick. I'm gonna use, of course, the Queen Bees by Coco Lashes, so the band is pretty thick. So now we are going to fill in, well, create the line on the lid. Just like that, you see that? Work as slow as you can, or as slow as you want. There's no rush. If you rush it, you're gonna mess it up, seriously. Like if you're just starting, if you know how to do your wing, you could go 1 to 3, no problem. And just like that, I just went over that same line just to make sure it's nice and straight. And now I'm gonna be filling it in. Okay, so I just had crazy eyeliner problems on this eye. Like, I tried to come back and fix this side, and I don't know how, my hand slipped. Needless to say, I had to take it all off and do it again. So now, moving on. So I'm waiting for my eyelashes to dry. Meanwhile that is drying, I like to start with my primer. By the way, before I start doing my makeup, I do like to wash my face and apply lotion to my face. So now we are ready for primer. So I'm using this Maybelline Prime Blur and Smooth Primer. So I'm just gonna apply this to my face, and I'm also gonna be using the Becca Backlight Primer. So I'm just gonna apply this right here in this middle area. So now I'm gonna go in with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm gonna just apply 1 pump to my hand. And I'm gonna be applying this with my beauty blender. That way, if there's any product left over in the beauty blender, it could just blend in with my foundation and it will look very nice. By the way, have you guys noticed my freaking long ass sideburns are gone? So that had been an insecurity of mine for quite some time now. And I started noticing them more when I started filming because they were just like in the screen every time I was filming and blending in my foundation. It was really bothering me. So a few weeks ago, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago, I decided to go on and start cutting them with scissors. So I started cutting, and once I got like more up here, it was looking a little weird. So I had to go in and get it threaded. Best decision I have ever made. I love how nice and clean it looks, and it doesn't look like I have a shape up, which is what I was scared of. So far I am loving it. I don't know if I would go on to thread my whole face because I'm just scared at how everything is gonna grow back. And honestly, I don't think I have a lot of peach fuzz on my face. I don't know, I don't think it's bad. So that's the only part that was bothering me, and it looks pretty good. It looks nice and clean, and it's just so nice just to have that done. Okay, moving on. So I'm gonna start applying my eyelashes, and I'm gonna be using my, what is this, the Velour Lash Applicator. So I'm using my Queen Bees, and these are my favorite lashes to use like for anything, seriously. These lashes are my go-tos. So I let the glue dry for about 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes, maybe like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, something like that. But I just wait for it to get a little tacky. Before, I used to just wait for the glue to dry for like a few seconds and then try to apply it, and it would always like be moving everywhere. Now that I wait a little longer, it applies really nice. So what I do is I hold it in the middle of the eyelash. I do have like a how to apply eyelash video that I did like when I first started filming, so I'm gonna link it down below. Maybe it helps you guys, maybe it's like crap, but yeah, the lighting and everything wasn't as good as it is now. Now it's looking a little better. So if you guys want to check it out, I will link it down below. So like I said, I just hold it right in the middle and I apply it right in the middle of my eyelash, and then I work in on the sides. And I do need my mirror, so Hold on. Okay, and now I just like to clamp them together. That's nice. I love when it's a nice and smooth application. So do you see the difference now? It gives it that oomph. You could just go ahead and go on with the mascara, like if your eyelashes are really long, which what I loved to do before I love to like pack on the mascara and my eyelashes would look like super long. Like I was always asked if I had long falsies on, but it was just my eyelashes with a shit ton of mascara. So you can always do that. So I'm gonna take the other one and I'm gonna apply it exactly the same. Hold on, this side, so it's a little tricky for me. Okay. So another thing I do like to do with my eyelashes nowadays, I like to curl them together. Whoa. Make sure you get all of them in there. So I start from the bottom and I just press down slightly and do it again towards the ends. It's so pretty. Now on this side. So that just like changes everything. All right, moving on to foundation. So my top of my foundation broke. I did get the pump from MAC. This one doesn't come with a pump, just should because it's pretty pricey. So anywho's, so what I like to do is, yeah, now I gotta open it like this. So I just drop some on my hand. This foundation is so gorgeous. I don't even know why I stopped using it. Well, I didn't. Thing is, like, I've been trying to try out different things, so I'm not showing it as much love as I should. This is the second high-end foundation I ever bought. The first one was the Kat Von D foundation, which honestly, looking at it now, it didn't match me. So yeah, going on, we're just gonna pounce this foundation right on the face. See how nice it is now without those hairs? It's just so easy and they're not all over my face. By the way, guys, I know I have mentioned that I have a Snapchat a few times, and I do have people add me on Snapchat. However, I'm honestly not ready to have my Snapchat private, only because I do post a lot of my kids, and the reason why I have Snapchat is because I usually throughout the day I send my husband little snaps, or my mom, because we made our parents an account just so they can see the kids a little bit more. And yeah, basically I just have like really close friends and family on my Snapchat, which is why, like, please don't take it wrong, like, if you add me and I don't approve it, because my Snapchat is private. So if you have added me, I'm sorry. I don't even, like, can't even see the picture of who it is or anything, so I'm sorry, but as of right now, I really want to keep that private, just for, you know, for my kids mostly. Trust me, there's nothing crazy going on there. So I'm bringing the foundation down to my neck. I've been wanting to tell you guys that for quite some time, but I always forget to mention it. And since I usually do voiceovers because they're just so much easier, I don't get, like, I'm not able to, because the voiceovers usually just go really quickly. What the heck is that? So that's why I wasn't able to, but yeah, I really wanted to tell you guys that. Like, I'm sorry, please don't take it the wrong way at all. It's nothing personal. It's just, you know. So now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just going to apply a little bit under here, cover up these dark circles that I have. And this usually goes by pretty fast when I'm doing it, like, you know, on my own time. It goes really, really fast. You know what? I'm gonna try and do it under my cheek, right there. I've been wanting to try this, so let's try it together. So I'm gonna take my Tarte, what is this called? Like my Tarte sponge, I guess. I actually like this to blend out the concealer. I love the little point that it has. It helps me blend this out. And yeah, this is coming really handy. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I've seen really like, well, not really bad, but I've just seen bad reviews on it. Like nobody really likes it. So I wasn't expecting to, but I actually do. And then I'm just gonna turn it around to the butt and I'm just gonna blend it in right here, just so you don't see like a line, like a triangle line. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit up to my nose just to contour this nose a little bit. As you can see, I'm just pressing the concealer into my skin and really getting in here. This concealer is so easy to blend, like so good. By the way, I ordered this set from QVC. It came with a sponge and a concealer, and it came to, I believe, $28. The concealer alone is $24, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I really wanted to try this, so that's basically why I went for it. And honestly, like, I don't really shop on Ulta.com. Like, I don't know, I just can't get myself to shop on Ulta. Like, I'd rather shop on Sephora. Is anybody else like that? Like, I just rather have everything on Sephora and just order from there, especially because I do have free shipping with the VIP Rouge, and I don't like to pay for shipping, TBH, like who does? Wow, that just gives you like a nice contour already. Hey. Oh. Seriously, when I start blending this way, I'm just like, yes, thank you, hairs, you are gone. I'm gonna set the under eye with my Laura Mercier powder, and before I do that, I am going to spritz the Beauty Blender with some Fix Plus, because when I was reading the paper, I was trying to figure out if I had to wet the Beauty Blender or not, which, by the way, I didn't wet this, except for right now. It says that to apply your powder, to set it, to spray it, or to dampen it or whatever. So I'm just gonna spray it, and I'm gonna press the powder in. So let's do that. This is so nice, look at that. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Duo Matte Foundation in the shade 206. And I'm just going to get a big fluffy brush. I'm going to take my Real Techniques fluffy brush because I love this brush. And I'm just going to slightly swirl it in there, dust off the excess powder, and just set my foundation. This is a perfect match for me. Okay, so now that that is done, our foundation is set. So now that our foundation is set, it's so important to set it because if you go in with a powder contour, it's gonna look so muddy. Trust me, I have done it. It's gonna look really bad. So for my contour, I'm gonna be going in with the KEVYN sculpting powder in the shade medium, and I'm gonna be using, what am I gonna use? Fit into small brushes slightly to contour, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E8 brush, and it's just like a little brushy right here. This is what I like to use for my concealer as well, but it works really good for powders. So I'm just gonna grab some of this one, just the excess off, and I'm gonna contour these cheeks. So I'm gonna go right under my cheekbone, which if you go like this, you find your cheekbone right there, or it's like sometimes, well, most of the time I've noticed that it's right by your ear, but some people do like to do it differently, so this is just my preference. So I'm gonna go back and forth with the powder very lightly. I'm still trying to figure this powder out and see if I like it or not. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'm gonna do my nose, and for my nose, I'm gonna be taking this Morphe E21 brush, and I'm just gonna dig in just a little bit. I really wanted the Luxie nose contouring brush, but they're sold out, and they had 20% off for Black Friday. I was so mad that brush was sold out. They only had it in the set for like $80. With the 50% off was $40, but I didn't find it worth it just for that one brush that I wanted. So hopefully it'll be in stock soon. So for my nose contour, I'm not even gonna like try to explain it to you guys how I'm doing it because I'm working on it. But basically, I bring it all the way up here and down. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to take some more of that Mercier powder and I'm just going to put it right in the middle of my nose. And then I'm going to bake right under here. I've just been trying out different techniques for this, just to see what I like, what I don't like, you know. And I'm going to be also baking my smile lines. Now to bronze, oh well, let's wipe that off. I'm just going to wipe off this bake. I can't take myself serious when I'm baking. I really cannot. Okay, so now to bronze up my face, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. And I do have this in the shade 351, I believe it is. Yeah, in the shade 351. I'm going to be using my Morphe E4 brush. And I'm just going to... I don't even want to use it because it looks so brand spanking new. Look at that. I don't want to use it, but let's do this. Okay, so I'm just... I don't want to. Okay. Ooh. I have this in the duo, I'm not even sure if it's the same shade, but I do have the duo Pro Sculpting Duo that comes with the highlight and the bronzer, and I am in love with that one, except honestly I don't even want to use it. It's so cute. So I did go into Sephora, and when I returned my foundation, I exchanged it for these 3 products that I used just now, all the Makeup Forever products. So yeah, let's try it out. So what I loved about the Duo bronzer was that it just gave you such a natural, healthy bronze. And it wasn't too intense. It was so pretty. Also, the bronzer is so silky, smooth, soft. Almost feels kind of like, I want to say a liquid, like, if you guys have the ColourPop eyeshadows, it's kind of like that, I would say. A little bit. Just like a cream formula. It's really nice. So now I'm going to go in with my favorite blush of all time, and this is Copper Tone by MAC. So when I first got this blush, this is actually my first high-end blush that I bought, and I went into MAC and I wanted a blush that I could wear with just about any look, something that would just give me some color to my cheeks. And mind you, I was not into blushes. I was really not wearing much bronzer, just like a little bit, because I was scared to pack it on. So when the lady put this on me, it literally looked like I had bronzer on my cheeks, which to me, that's what it looked like. It looked a little funny because I feel like she put just like a pinch too much. But you know what? I walked out of there and I owned it. So we're gonna use this one, and ever since then, this has been my favorite blush. Just goes with everything. I am using this with the Real Techniques multitask brush. And what I like to do is apply my brush right on the apples of my cheek and blend it back. It's just my preference. Everybody has their preference to applying blush. Some people just like it on the apple of their cheeks, but not me. I like to bring it back and kind of blend it in with my bronzer. So to bake my contour, I'm going to go in with the same Tarte sponge, just because it has that nice defined tip. And I'm just going to bake it right there. Bam. So to finish off my eyes, I'm going to go in with these 2 shades that we used. And I'm just going to run it through. I'm taking this Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to run it through my lower lash line, just to give it some color and it doesn't look naked. You could totally just wear it like this, just naked, and it will look really nice. Just add some mascara if you want. It's so simple, but you know, it just adds a little different pizzazz, you know. So that is all I do there. And now I'm going to be taking my favorites mascara. I feel like I'm using a lot of my favorites on this video. So I'm going to use my favorite mascara. Well, I think it's because this is what I do on like whenever I go out and I need like a quick do. So I definitely grab things that I know work for me and I know that I won't regret using. So that's what I do. And I'm just going to run this through my top lashes. And then I'm going to really apply it to my bottom lashes. I do like my lashes to look very spidery, so I definitely apply a few coats. Excuse me if I sound sick. I feel like I'm getting sick. Like, I have a little bit of a cold, but I just feel it coming, you know? So now I'm going to be taking my NYX Wonder pencil in the shade Dark Fawns. And it's basically just a nude liner just for the waterline. I'm actually going to wait a little bit for the mascara to dry just so I don't mess it up. Meanwhile that is drying, I am going to dust off this bake. So to set the powder, I'm going to be applying some Fix Plus. This is really gonna lock all those powders in and make your face look so flawless and less powdery. So good. I love Fix Plus. And right after that, we're gonna jump right into highlight. And I'm using this Lancôme highlighter in the shade Gold Light. And I'm gonna be using this with my Morphe M510 brush. I'm just gonna swirl in here and pick up that product and go to town with this highlight. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Rose. This is, I needed this. Every time I use it, I'm like, yes. So for my highlight, I do like to start it right here on top of like my cheekbone and work it back, and then I do like to bring it up here. I like how that looks. Not everybody likes it, you know. You do you. But this is what I like. So on top of this highlight, I'm going to be applying the Makeup Forever highlight, the Profusion Light in the shade number 2. Oh boy. Look how beautiful. Let me see if you guys can see it close up. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, hello. I love gold highlights. The Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I feel so bad using this. Okay, so let's. Ooh, yes, Makeup Forever. Thank you. Wow. I love gold highlight. Lately, I've also been really liking a more highlighted nose, and I'm gonna take just a tad on my finger, and I'm gonna be applying that right on the tip. On the tip. There you go. And that's just gonna help your nose look more defined. So I'm gonna be taking this pencil brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go into the highlight and apply it to the inner corner. And this is really gonna make your eyes pop, like, yes. It just finishes up the look for you, and it's just perfect. And we're also gonna bring this up to the brow bone. I love an all matte eyeshadow with a nice brow highlight. It's beautiful. Can you guys see the difference? Like, yes. Take just a tad more and apply it to my Cupid's bow. Okay, now that highlighting is done, we're gonna go in with that NYX Wonder pencil, and I'm just gonna grab the beauty blender and bring it down. It makes like just a difference, like a very little difference, but you can definitely see it. Is that for the face? Now I'm just gonna lock this in again. And by the way, I am wearing my high school sweatshirt, which, yes, I did go to Sheepshead. Like, I graduated like 20 years ago, so don't judge me, okay? So for my lips, I wanted to try this new Smashbox liquid lipstick that I picked up, but I feel like it's gonna be too dark, and the look that I had out of my Instagram picture, I didn't have lipstick on because that's the day that I was waiting for my lip to recover from the allergic reaction that I had to the NYX lip cream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using this Smashbox Stepping Out liquid lipstick, and this is a nude liquid lipstick, and right in the middle I'm going to be applying Sugar by Marc Jacobs, and this is just going to make it look a little bit more pouty because I do have small lips, and when I apply the lip gloss right in the center of my lips, it gives it a little more plump. I'm going to be taking my Marc Jacobs Sugar, and the remaining product that's on the wand, I'm just going to kind of go like that to it, just so I can have a little bit, and apply it right on the center. I love that it has a minty smell. I love mint. Anything minty, I love. I'm itchy. So now I'm going to be blending it in with my finger. This is the final look, and as you can see, it's very simple, very easy to do. Obviously it took me longer because I'm filming and I'm just taking my time, but when I have to go, I can get this done in like 30 minutes, maybe 40 if I'm taking my time. But definitely easy, very easy look to do, and it just looks so cute. I just love it. It shows everything that I love, my wing, my highlight, my lashes. That's basically what I go for, and you could always pair this look with a dark lip, which is what I will be doing now because of the winter time. I do want to take advantage and use all my dark lipsticks now. This is a perfect look for any color lipstick. Yeah, like anything, because it's so neutral. It can go with a red, a purple, a black, a blue. Anything you put on, you're gonna look good. So usually I don't wear my hair down because I'm usually in a rush and I choose to do my makeup over my hair. So what I do use is my baseball cap, and this one I got from Necessary Clothing for like $15, and I just put my hair back. Let me show you guys. So basically for me, this would be my finished look. My baseball cap, my hair is up, and I just look more put together. Usually my hair isn't this straight. Sometimes it's a little bit more wavy because it's usually when it's not, you know, it's not good to wear down. And yeah, I just love it. It's so fast, it's easy, and I love how it really shows off your highlights. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if you guys like the talk through better than the voiceovers. I feel like with this talk through, it was a little bit better. Before, it used to be a little weird doing talk throughs, but it's getting a little easier. So let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon on my next one. I feel so cute right now though. Okay, good night, bye.